Hey you, welcome to your practice and welcome back to my channel. My name is Toby and today we will do some yoga. Who expected that? Today's flow will incorporate a bit of everything. So we will look at the hips, we will look at the shoulders, incorporate a bit of strength work and a bit of flexibility work, all in one little package. We need nothing else than our mat, and let's start in a child's pose at the end of the mat. Knees a bit wider, big toes touch. Sit back to the heels and then let your upper body sink down. Let your head rest on the ground, arms, hands walk forward. And then give yourself a moment to chill out here, to arrive in your practice physically, but more importantly, mentally. Find a slower tone, a slower mood at the beginning of your practice. And also find your breath for a moment. Let your upper body just sink down. Let your hips softly open. Let your back become longer and longer over time. Slowly walk your hands to the left side. Maybe the hands are leaving the mat even, and then let your head sink down again. Maybe walk the right hand a bit more forward. Find a little side stretch, like a little stretch in your right latissimus, and sink down into it. Maybe embrace the stretch even. And walk the hands to the right side. Mat, the hands maybe leave the mat. Sink your head back to the ground, lean into your left side body and find a little stretch in your lateral line here. Walk your hands back to the middle, have them shoulder width apart, fingers are gripping the ground, round your spine a bit more, and with the next inhale, pull yourself forward. When the shoulders are over the wrists, gaze up, pelvis up, belly button down, shift back, exhale back to your child's pose. Inhale, pull you forward, round your spine. Exhale, arch out, shift back. Couple more times, your own speed, your own rhythm. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Next time you arrive at your heels, sit back to the heels, find an upright spine, bring your knees together. Hands in front of your heart, fingertips grip into one another, roll your shoulders back, hands to your chest. Inhale. Exhale, push the hands forward, round your spine, pull the shoulder blades apart, chin to chest. Inhale, arms up, gaze follows the hands. Exhale, pull the hands forward, round your spine again. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last time up. Release the hands, pull the elbows down. Center yourself, bring your fingertips to the ground. Shift forward, place your feet to the ground, maybe a bit wider than hip width. And sit back to the heels, find Malasana Yogi Squat or Passive Squat. Give yourself a moment to arrive here, maybe shift from side to side, maybe lift the heels from the ground and bring them back to the ground. Whatever helps you to feel a bit more comfortable here. And bring the fingertips to the ground. Lean forward, find your forward fold. Legs straighten out, gaze to the ground, or maybe even through the legs to the space behind you. Sit back down, gaze up to the sky, passive squat. Shift forward, forward fold. Sit back, Malasana. A couple more times, your own speed again. Find your own rhythm here. Maybe faster, maybe slower. Maybe you stay in one of those two poses for a breath longer. And then sit back into your passive squat. Hands walk forward, you find your plank pose. And then walk your hands back, Malasana, yogi squat. Walk your hands forward, plank pose. Do one push-up with or without the knees. Shift back, yogi squat. Walk forward again. 0 to 2 push-ups. Maybe you go for both of them. And you walk back. Walk forward. You guessed it right. 0 to 3 push-ups. Choose your own adventure here and then walk back. Last round, walk forward. 0 to 4 push-ups. Walk back. Find your forward fold at the end of the mat. Roll your spine up. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, dive down again, find your forward fold. Walk your hands forward, find your first downward facing dog of this practice. Give yourself a moment to walk out the dog, to walk out the legs. If this helps you to arrive better in your downward facing dog, or whatever helps you to get a bit more comfortable in your down dog. And then find it. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. Step your right foot forward in between your hands. Left foot follows right away. Halfway up, long spine, Adha Uttanasana. Fold down, Uttanasana, forward fold. Step your right foot back. Right hand lands on the ground, roll to the outsides of both feet. Left arm pulls up to the sky. Gaze follows the hand. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, left arm dive through the window of the right arm. Walk to the long side of the mat. Feet parallel. Let yourself hang out in a wide leg forward fold for a moment. Place your hands under your shoulders, straighten out the back. Crown of the head is pulling forward. Try to roll your pelvis up. And then bring your hands to your heart. Hold yourself here in the middle. Legs are active outside of the feet, pushing into the ground. Just hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to the ground, walk forward. Right hand lands, right knee lands, left hand pulls forward and describes a big circle up and to the space behind you. If you can, reach for the outside of your right foot. If you can't reach that, try to pull there energetically. If you can, the foot pushes slightly into the hand, opens up the shoulder a bit more, maybe bring the gaze to the back of the room. Then slowly release, both hands land, foot lands, and you walk your left foot a bit more to the long side of the mat and then sink into the pose. You can stay on your hands, you could sink on a block or even on your forearms or even lower if this is something that interests you. Take a moment here to be passive. Come back onto the hands. Come back to the fingertips actually. Push your right toes into the ground, straighten out the right leg, chest pulls forward. Big step with the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Legs are bent, come up, active squat, hands pull forward. Hands to your heart, straighten out the legs. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, sit it down. Hands to the ground, right foot steps back, left foot steps back, with or without the knees. 1 push-up. Knees sink to the ground, shift back to the heels, forearms land. Pull yourself forward and up. Cobra pose or upward facing dog. Roll back, downward facing dog. Left leg pulls up to the sky. Step the left foot forward, right foot follows right away. Halfway up along spine. Sink down, Forward fold. Left foot steps back. Left hand lands. Roll to the outsides of the feet. Right arm pulls up to the sky. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, right arm dive through of the window of the left arm. Walk to the long side of the mat. Feet parallel length. Hang out for a moment here. Hands under the shoulders. Straighten out the back. Crown of the head is pulling forward. Outside of the feet pushing into the ground. Bring the hands to your heart. Float here in the middle. Try to have a long spine. Pelvis rolls up slightly. Hold with the strength of your legs. And then release. Bring the hands back forward to the front of the mat. Left hand lands, left knee lands. Right arm describes a big circle to the back of the room. If you can, grab the outside of your left foot. If you can't, don't worry about it. Sink into your left hip a bit more if you can. Catch your breath again if you lost it. Slowly release both hands back to the ground. Left foot lands, right foot walks to the long side of the mat. You can stay on your hands again or sink as low as you want. Two breaths here. Slow and steady. Come back onto the hands. Push your left toes into the ground. Straighten out your left leg. Pull your chest forward. Big step with the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Come up. Active squat. Hands to your heart. Straighten up. Inhale. Arms up to the sky. Sit back down. Exhale. Hands to the ground. Left foot steps back. Right foot steps back. Full push up. Knees drop to the ground. Shift back to the heels. Forearms land. Pull yourself forward and up. Upward facing dog. Roll back. Downward facing dog. Bring both forearms to the ground. Shoulder width apart. Hands push into the ground and then shift the chest back. Push yourself out of the shoulders. Maybe bend the legs a bit more for dolphin pose and hold here. Try to breathe here. Push yourself away from the ground. Push yourself out of the shoulders. Chest tries to push back. Hold. Let the knees sink to the ground. Sit back to the heels. Upright spine. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the nose. Inhale. Exhale. 2 rounds of flying integration. Hands land to the outsides of the leg. Fingertips and knees build one line. Roll the elbows back around your spine, chin to chest, and then we pull the knees to the chest. We stay quite low and we hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it land. Roll your shoulders back, let your fingertips land behind you. Push your hips forward, chest up to the sky. Sit back to the heels, 2nd round, flying integration. Hands land to the outside of the legs, fingertips and knees will build one line. Roll your elbows back, round your spine, chin to chest. Pull your legs in and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Land. Fingertips land behind you again. Roll your shoulders back, hips push forward, chest up. Open up. And then release back to your heels. Forearms land on the ground again. We step back. We come into dolphin pose again. From here, we will go into a flow. So we will try to shift weight forward, come onto the hands and step forward. Right leg pulls up to the sky. Big step with the right foot to the outside of the right hand. You come onto the hands. Choop. Right arm pulls up to the sky. Twist open. And then walk yourself to the long side of the mat. Sit back to the left heel. From here, push out of it. Come up. Warrior 2. Open up the arms. Lean back, peaceful warrior. Elongate the right side body. Roll forward, side angle pose, Parsvakonasana, right forearm lands. Left arm pulls to the front. Upper body turns or rolls down, left hand lands, roll over the outside of the left foot. Side plank pose, or you step over, right foot lands and you go into a wild thing. Pull your right leg in, step the right foot back to the front of the mat, rise up, left hand pulls to the sky, right hand lands on your leg behind you. And then the left arm rotates forward, the back arm rotates up, and you come back into your warrior 2, right hand pulls forward. Lean back, peaceful warrior again. Come back up, straighten out the right leg, pull the right hip back, dive down, and roll your upper body up for Trikonasana triangle. Bend your right leg, both hands land, step back, Vinyasa or downward facing dog right away. We meet back in down dog. From down dog, your forearms land on the ground, back into dolphin pose. Take a breath here. And then again, big step. This time left foot to the outside of the left hand. So straighten up the left leg. Big step, left foot to the outside of the left hand. Left hand pulls up to the sky. And then dive through the window of the right arm, walk alongside the right side of the mat, sit back to the right heel, Skandasana. Push back up, left foot lands. Bend the left leg, warrior 2. Lean it back, peaceful warrior. Roll forward, left forearm lands, right arm pulls to the front. Side angle pose. Rotate your upper body down, right hand lands, roll over the outside of the right foot. Side plank pose. Or wild thing, you step over. Your choice. Bring your left leg back in, step to the front of the mat, rise up, right arm pulls up to the sky, left hand to your back leg. Right hand moves forward, left arm up, and you rotate open, heel down to the ground, warrior 2. Lean it back, peaceful warrior. Roll it forward, straighten out your left arm, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Bend the leg, both hands to the ground, step it back, Vinyasa. Flow through it. We will go through the same sequence one more time, a bit more dynamic, a bit more connected, a bit more in flow. Let's go for it. Forearms land on the ground, right leg up to the sky. Big step with the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Open up, right arm pulls up. Dive through, walk to the back of the mat, Skandasana to the left heel. Rise up, warrior 2. Lean it back, peaceful warrior. Roll forward, side angle pose. Left hand to the ground, side plank or wild thing. Step it back forward, rise up, left arm pulls up to the sky, right hand to the back leg. Roll the arms and heel down, warrior 2. Lean it back, peaceful warrior. Roll forward, straighten out the right leg, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Bend the leg, both hands to the ground, step it back, Vinyasa. Your way back into your downward facing dog. And we will move directly to the other side. Forearms drop to the ground. Left leg up to the sky. Big step to the outside of the left hand. Left hand pulls up to the sky. dive through, walk you to your right heel, Skandasana to the back of the mat. Come up, warrior two. Lean it back, peaceful warrior. Roll forward, side angle pose. Right hand lands on the ground, roll to the outside of the right foot. Side plank pose or wild thing, your choice. Step the left foot back forward, rise up, reverse lunge, right arm pulls up to the sky. Rotate the arms open, right heel drops down, warrior two. Lean back, peaceful warrior. Roll forward, straighten out the left leg. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Bend the leg, both hands to the ground, step it back, Vinyasa. And from your downward facing dog, roll forward into your plank pose. Sink down to the ground in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Backs of the feet land on the ground. Hips are pushing into the ground. Fingertips land to the outside of the mat. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale, roll up the spine. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Hold it for a moment. Sink it down until you can lift the hands from the ground and pull them back to the space behind you. Legs lift as well. Shalabhasana, your locust pose. Shoulder blades pull together. Neck stays long. Glutes and lower back are very active. Hold. Float. Just for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go and land. Maybe let the hands build a pillow where your forehead can land. Fingertips land to the outside of the mat again. One more time. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale, roll up. Cobra pose. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up and hold. Exhale, sink down. Shalabhasana, locust pose. Pull your hands back. Let the chest, the legs float. Let yourself land. Let the arms be a big T. Pull your right heel in, shoulders and arms stay on the ground. Right foot kicks to the left side. Tries to touch the ground to the left side. And then switch. Right foot back to the ground. Left heel pulls in. Left foot kicks to the right side. And go through this a couple more times. Your own speed. Your own rhythm. But try to stay centered with your chest, with your shoulders. And let the twist happen from your hips, from your legs. Find center. Let your hands land beside your chest. Shift back. And come back into where we started today, in child's pose. Big toes touch, knees a bit wider, hands crawl forward, head lands on the ground. Let go of any activation, of any tension, maybe even of any thoughts or emotions. Give yourself a moment at the end of this practice to just be, to just breathe, to just be here right now in this moment without being anything else than yourself. Thank you so much for practicing with me, for showing up for your own practice and committing to your own practice. Would love to see you on the mat very soon again. Happy to have you here as always. Peace out. your Toby.